5 News This Morning starts now.
We're checking in with a local school after hail and flooding damaged their buildings earlier this year, how they're getting ready for the start of the school.
As the sun's rising on this Thursday morning, we are seeing those vibrant oranges once again due to that wildfire smoke. So we'll talk more about that, as well as another hot day on the way today coming up.
Plus, new students are heading to the Hill this week ahead of fall semester. 5 News reporter Emily Moss will join us live at the U of A from Move-In Day.
And right now, a live look in Ozark. Good morning to you there. Time now is 6:30. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. Some students are reluctantly waking up and going back to school this morning. Do you remember that feeling, though, that first day of school? I was always so excited to see my friends.
Me too.
But man, was that a hard morning to wake up
I always
for.
loved school for the social aspect. The studying part wasn't my thing, but I loved being there, being around people. Like, a lot of people were so ready to get out of high school. I wasn't. I was sad.
Yeah, so Cameron starts today in
Poto.
Oklahoma. Poto starts this morning, so good morning.
Happy first day of school to y'all.
Yes,
So-
happy first day of school. And as you're heading out the door and head to that first day of school this morning, not too shabby. But as you head home, oh boy. Poto, 70 degrees. It's not more of like a doomsday thing. It's just more so it's going to be hot. 70 degrees currently in Poto. You can see a beautiful shot there with the mountains in the background. Again, happy first day to Poto and everyone that's starting their first day today, as well as Cameron and other portions of eastern Oklahoma. And we are seeing those oranges once again, the very vibrant oranges due to the wildfire smoke that's still staying elevated, thankfully, but is going to provide those vibrant sunrises and also sunsets. We are seeing a little bit of some isolated showers in far southeastern Kansas, far northeastern Oklahoma, and a little bit into western Missouri. And I think these are going to track just to our west, but we'll see some in northwest Arkansas could see a clip over the next about 4 or 5 hours or so. Otherwise, I think we'll stay mainly dry, although mostly sunny to sunny sky. Will be a little bit warmer. Those high temperatures in the mid-90s in northwest Arkansas, mid to upper 90s in the River Valley, some approaching 100. And with that, we do have a heat advisory in effect for the River Valley. It'll be muggy area-wide, and those hazy skies will continue for us. We'll have more on all of that coming up in your full forecast. For now, let's take a live look at traffic on this Thursday morning. Take a live look along I-540 at the Arkansas River. Good morning to you there. You can see those vibrant oranges and purples once again there. So again, if you have any cool photos, make sure to snap them our way because we'd love to share them here, right here on air and online. You'll have more on that forecast, coming up in just a little bit. Jacob and Tiffany.
All right, thanks for that, Daniel. Developing out of Georgia, investigators are now trying to determine how an active duty serviceman was able to bring his personal gun onto an Army base before shooting and injuring 5 of his fellow soldiers. Sergeant Cornelius Radford is believed to have used a personal handgun in the shooting at Fort Stewart on Wednesday morning. The 5 service members were all identified as Radford's co-workers. The wounded soldiers are expected to recover, and Radford is in custody. Well, this morning, we're hearing reactions from the community in Hinesville near Fort Stewart.
One woman says she's relieved her spouse was not at work yesterday. She says they are in the same brigade as the soldiers who were shot.
Thank God you had an appointment at the same time, but yeah, knowing that there were people we knew that were there, like that's, yeah, definitely scary and not okay.
Meanwhile, the Hinesville mayor spoke about the base's significance, saying Fort Stewart is more than a military installation. It is a vital part of Hinesville. Also saying the men and women who serve are neighbors, friends, and family.
Well, in other news, President Trump's new tariffs went into effect just after midnight. On Wednesday, Trump signed an executive order doubling tariffs on Indian exports for purchasing oil from Russia. The administration's global economic pressure targets goods from dozens of countries and the European Union, which now face higher rates, with tariff amounts ranging from 15% to 50%. Well, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff also met with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday, a lead-up to a possible Trump summit with Putin and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to talk about ending the Ukraine-Russia war. The Kremlin says a meeting has been worked out between Presidents Trump and Putin for potentially next week. Well, today, Red will fill Razorback Road for the first time in months. The school year's beginning, and college freshmen are moving into their new home.
5 News reporter Emily Moss joins us live from Move-In this morning. Emily, tell us a little bit about what you know. Good morning.
Good morning, Jacob, and good morning, Tiffany. That's right, the Razorbacks are back. The university is directing traffic this year to Baum Walker Stadium. You can see the sign here behind me. It says your Razorback story starts here, and that's the intention. So the new students get that first initial taste of what their new home is like. So if you're just waking up this morning in a hotel or at home, getting excited or maybe a little nervous about moving your kid, here's everything that you need to know. So early move-in began yesterday. Today is general move-in. All along Razorback Road, there are signs with directions to the different dorms and stadiums. When your child checks in here at the stadium, they'll also receive their key card that they'll use for the school year. And do not be afraid to ask for a picture. The volunteers love to take a minute to help with the perfect photo or directions, of course. Chris Spencer is the assistant director for marketing and the strategic communications for student housing. He says he loves the excitement the new freshmen bring to the community, and he encourages everybody to just pause and take it all in.
It never ceases to amaze me how excited they are and how contagious that excitement is for coming and joining our community, both the Razorback community, but also the Northwest Arkansas community. Enjoy the experience. It's only probably going to happen to you once, so savor it, remember it, and enjoy the next 4 years.
If you come out here today or for the rest of the weekend really and you get lost, all volunteers will have red wristbands on, both in the community and also with school volunteers. So you can always ask them for directions. Also, keep in mind, if you're not a part of move-in today, Razorback Road will have heavy pedestrian and car traffic for the next couple of days, so it might be best to avoid this area. Back to you.
Well, what an exciting time. Thank you, Emily. Well, restoration work is moving forward at 2 Waldron schools after hail and water damage in the spring left parts of the campuses in need of repairs. As parents head back to school night tonight and with students set to return next week, school leaders have an update on the progress.
Thankful we're going to be able to have school again.
Back in April, a powerful overnight hailstorm caused what district officials described as substantial damage to both Waldron Middle and Elementary schools. These images show the extent of the damage left behind.
I don't know, it's about as close to being completely totaled as you can be without being totaled.
Superintendent Daniel Fielding says the roofs at both campuses were hit, allowing water to flood several areas. The storm forced classes to be canceled for a week, and some students were even moved to temporary spaces, including local churches. Now, with the new school year just a week away, construction crews are working hard to get the campuses ready.
There's going to be logistical issues, and we've certainly had them, but we've been able to overcome them all, and our community's been patient with us.
Workers have been busy replacing ceiling tiles, removing damaged carpet, installing new flooring, and adding fresh coats of paint. Fielding says while some projects may still be underway when students return, the goal is to make the transition as smooth as possible for both students and staff.
Our goal is to have just a normal start to the school year. You know, there's going to be a substantial amount of work being done at our buildings, especially at the middle school roof. But, you know, I consider it a victory if our kids don't really know it.
It's been months of challenges and cleanup, but Fielding says what stands out most is how the community came together to make this school year possible.
It's been a learning experience, certainly, but we're just about on the backside of it. And so, you know, we're thankful that we're in the type of place where everybody comes together and helps.
Well, Fielding says most of the work on campus will happen after students leave and before they arrive to avoid disrupting the school day.
Well, this week, a federal judge temporarily blocked an Arkansas law to display the 10 Commandments in public school classrooms in 4 public school districts. Those districts are Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, and Siloam Springs. 7 families from multiple religious backgrounds had filed a lawsuit in June. First Liberty Institute argues the 10 Commandments are a historic document that's aided America's founding fathers in creating the laws of our country. One associate counsel says displaying it would not be a call to action for students, but instead serve a, quote, dual religious and secular purpose.
The 10 Commandments do serve a very important position and role in shaping the founding of the American legal system and our system of laws that we have here. It was one of the...
Well, on the other hand, Americans United was founded on principles of church and state separation. They believe the promotion of documents from a specific religious group should be left to Sunday school and denomination religious schools.
The judge was so clear that this is, quote, plainly constitutional, that this is part of a coordinated effort to inject one religious Christian doctrine into public schools, that it's against the founding fathers' view of religious liberty.
Again, this law went into effect on Tuesday. As of right now, the law is temporarily blocked for those 4 school districts, but it will go into practice in all remaining public schools statewide.